So do you remember that portal they opened up in Dublin like a month ago? You've completed the crash course on theatre and wine, have you? Feeling smug? Are we? Today, in this episode of Internet Historian. Nah, I'm messing. We don't have the budget or the time for these kinds of videos. Or the knack for stealing other people's content, apparently. Nah. This is going to be my regular gobshite react format, so enjoy. It's me anyway. As punctual as always. Always on time, you know, even though this portal discourse is like a month old, right? But I really wanted to talk about it in a short video. You don't have. It's really funny to me how this whole portal thing that happened in Dublin a month ago is a testament to why we shouldn't open up anything in Ireland ever. This just shows that as Irish people, we just can't have nice things ever. Now, if you haven't already heard, portal opened up to New York from Dublin in Ireland, and if you're a person who's not from Ireland, you might be asking, sure, what's wrong with that, you know? We can have a jolly old time, look at each other, wave at each other from across the portal, you know, it's so nice. Brings a tear to me eye, brings people together. Yeah, maybe if it wasn't opened up in fucking Dublin.
Because I live in a shithole! Do you know what I mean?
Especially on the north side. Like, come on lads, cop on. It's like giving a CCTV feed to the Louvre from the back of a fucking Supermax bin. It's that bad. Like, what's been happening over this past month is really going to be an interesting tidbit in Irish history. It's really a testament to why we Irish people could never have anything nice.
The internet is mad that Dublin trolled New York by showing a picture of 9/11 through the portal. Watch. There's the portal. So the portal is basically a FaceTime between Dublin, Ireland, and New York City, United States of America. And somebody over in Dublin showed New York City a picture of 9/11. And boy, are the commenters mad. They're saying stuff like, well, if they could show us that, we should be able to show them a potato because of the potato famine that wiped out millions of Irish people. Or just point to an English flag because of the atrocities that the English have done to Ireland for, what, hundreds of years, thousands of years? I don't know. And a lot of them are being mean to Conor McGregor. Why? What has he done? But what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think Dublin should ever make fun of that tragic day?
Especially Dublin. Especially the north side of Dublin, which over the last couple of years has become a working class hellhole brought to that state by the ruling parties of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. Some people have said Sinn Féin, I don't know why. You know, but it's really like our own New Detroit from fucking Robocop. It's that bad. Where all the tramps and junkies, just like the humanoid underground dwellers, come out at night and steal your bike with fucking leaf clippers. But you know, at least Dublin used to be our own dirty little secret. You know, like Voldemort hiding under Quirius Quirrell's turban in Harry Potter. However the fuck you say that fella's name. The purple cunt. Am I right? Now it's like Voldemort has his own fucking YouTube channel and is vlogging from our living room. But no, some fucking big brain 1000 IQ genius decided to install a fucking portal for all in New York to see what we're getting up to. Oi, American fella, would you give us €2 for allow us to Ball Alley? Like, come on lads, we don't need to see that. They really did us dirty now, I'm telling you. Dublin was caught for the first time with his boxers down. Right, well, some would argue that point, which is granted not the best. Listen, when we're talking about the New Yorkers, right, in New York, which is granted not the best city itself, but the fact that they can see what we're doing and we're embarrassed by it means that there's something wrong. Day to day, it's like hosting a dinner party letting all the raccoons through the front door. I don't know, ChatGPT told me to say that one. We had to go and investigate. So I, Dr. Sheep, as your underground journalist, decided to go down and check the chaos happening here and on the other side of the Atlantic. Stay tuned because things are about to get wild. And remember, if I don't return, it's because I've either been arrested or adopted by a pack of wild pigeons. And as we can see here, the first thing we Irish people did after getting a taste of the outside world was return to our primal instincts. You know, like feral monkeys throwing shit at the enclosure, pissing shit in ourselves. Arses were being shown. Tits and bollocks and arses again. I mean, come on, lads. We all have them, but for feck's sake, right? Americans were being taunted. Punches were being thrown. Numbers were being asked for. It was crazy. The New Yorkers were shocked and started doing it back to us. And that says a lot when it's a city like New York. And the second we hit them with a bit of that Irish humour, as we say, you know, the shit that sends people to hospitals or jail, right? Especially Dublin being the most feral animals of the bunch. Hit them with the 9/11. And then apart from that, and then they try to get us back, so potatoes were shown, and then an OnlyFans model decided to show us our potatoes, as she calls.
Oh my.
Thankfully, it wasn't one of ours. It was actually a New York woman. Oh, thank God. Until...
Boys, we're grounded. We're grounded, boys. Can't have anything nice. Ever.
Dublin visual portal to New York has had to be shut down after just over a week because Irish people can't behave themselves. New York is one of the biggest, most densely populated cities on the planet. Dublin is a small European city on a tiny island nation with a small population, and we're the ones causing the problems. Irish people are like children. We cannot be trusted with what is essentially a webcam in broad daylight for a week.
In an unexpected turn of events, the portal got shut down for a week. Who would have thought? I was about to say, I fucking told you lot, right? For like a week. This is 2 weeks ago, right? The portal was closed down. But then they brought it back under a curfew, you know, because we're little fucking children. We can't handle ourselves, right? Now, the Americans did what I expected all of us to do, was put a big fat metal gate around the portal, put a bunch of guards around the perimeter. Yeah, like it's a fucking prison. Well, Americans are known for that anyway. But what we did was the most Irish solution. Just put a bunch of flowers and leaves around it in hopes that that'll fucking stop them. It didn't. And like I said, it was under a curfew, so now you couldn't fucking go out with your mates. With your mates? Oh, jeez, man, I'm fucking sounding like one of those teachers, man, pretending to talk like people our age. Go out with your friends after a night out. And it hurts even more when you see shit like this.
Oh,
I'm here at the portal, y'all, and look at this shit. It's off. They saying somebody in Dublin was butt ass naked on here. Like, what the fuck? Dublin, if this video gets to you, don't fuck around with our shit. Don't fuck with us, Dublin, bitch.
Americans don't even know the half of it, like. And see, this is the thing, right? Just because they put the portal where they put it, we now have this bad reputation of people who fucking act like Neanderthals and show their fucking arse cheeks to everyone. Like, look what the comments say. Irish here, unfortunately the portal was put in the worst location. Twin Towers and now this. I just saw a girl that flashed the portal and thought she was from New York. Dublin is wild. Dublin is wild, man. New Yorkers, these are the people who fucking dance around on like trains and fucking hop like turnstiles and shit, like. And these lot are calling us wild, man. It really, you know, that company that put the portal there, you know, it really says a lot about, well, about Dubliners in general, and that we shouldn't have put the portal where we put it. That was probably the worst mistake in our country's history. Except for that one rugby game where we played against New Zealand in 2012 and lost 6-59. It's either that or the other. You know, America and Ireland really teamed up this year to create the worst moments for us. Like those cunts from Pokemon, I forgot what they're called. See how much we ruin it for ourselves, especially us Irish people. Now you can't even stumble home from the George after a night out with your friends. Walk up to it thinking it's a real fucking portal at like 2 a.m. in the morning. That's the life. But you can't even have that because we can't fucking behave ourselves. Now all you could do is stand around the portal in the morning and do only the limited amount of boring and mundane things that most of the people there do. Like stand around and wave at people for no reason like a bunch of crazy yokes. or theorise what would happen if National Party voters were as stupid as you thought they were, and actually thought migrants didn't come to Ireland on boats, but went there through the portal.
Now, imagine for a second that this was real, right, and people started crossing in. I wonder what the National Party would have to say about this. Bad times ahead of us. There was rallies yesterday, man. There'd be rallies all over that street, down there, everywhere, man. It'd be fucked.
Since it's in Dublin, and most of the migrants are in Dublin, you wouldn't fucking put it past them. But thankfully, the portal has been standing there for a good amount of 3 weeks ever since that happened, right? And since it's been there for so long, that means that we just dumbed it down to the level where not an interesting happens of it anymore, and it's not even a landmark. Which just goes to show how people, when given something good for once, no matter how old they are, no matter how much we think of ourselves as adults, we're always going to behave like fucking children and ruin it for everyone. Right? Now, like I said, made the video now, not only because, like, I always procrastinate and take mental health breaks, which is good, right? So don't overanalyze any of the shit that I might have said wrong. And another reason is because I'm procrastinating making more political videos, which take more research to make, which you may wait for in the next couple of weeks. They're going to be juicy. But in the meantime, I'm going to be making some filler videos that are completely unrelated to any of the rest of my content, only because I'm trying to have more watch time, grow my following. That's literally it. Very altruistic reasons. Right, so without further ado, see you fuckers in the next video. Good luck. And now to end the video, here's some of my reactions from my Twitch stream about this like a month ago. Enjoy.
Chat, this is crazy. So Dublin just opened up a portal to New York, and we're going to look at some of the reactions. I like how the guards carried away this obviously drunk woman, and the people in our crowd are like, "Oh lads, yeah, everything's fine, don't worry about us." Like, these Americans legit think that we're some kind of, what was it, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers, you know, from that movie. And we're just trying to do damage control at this point. We're like, "No lads, trust me. This isn't, trust us, this isn't what it looks like." Like, they think we're fucking crazy is what I'm saying. Fucking Irish people, man.
Do you think it's important for, like, Irish people to support our own soccer league?
I do, yeah. I don't believe in all that, like the Premier League and all, you know? Like,
I don't believe in the Premier League. It's a conspiracy theory made by the Jews to sell more water. And overpriced popcorn. And I'm assuming this is the New York side, right? This is obviously the New York side, and one thing that's even more obvious is what's on the portal is quite clearly not Dublin, right? Like,
Do you think it's important?
we're not gonna have lads and girls like standing around camely, casually dressed, with a sign saying "Welcome to Dublin." We're gonna have Baldy McDonough and his friends screaming while some fella's standing on the side asking if anyone has 50 cents for a bus ride down to fucking Blackrock. So this is propaganda, obviously. Next one.
What the f? That's mad, isn't it, boys? Is that right now, is it? Hello, what's up, New York? How are you? Just have a euro, do you?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You read my mind.
What if كان بوابة تدخل من Dublin, New York? ده man.
Not any Tato's, any Tato. But this fella's a scoundrel, man. He's a little cheeky one, he is. Ask him for a slap on the old Chevy Chase. This fella's a Fella's a scammer. Fella's a muffter, man. A fella's a fucking little cheeky one, he is. Look at him. Look at the fucking cheeky smile on his face. Right? He knows what he's doing. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him.
في نيويورك 24 ساعة على 24 ساعة.
No, fella's a little cheeky. She's a little cheeky one, eh? He's got enough cheek for another arse, he does. Look at that fucking devious smile. Wants us to wipe it off his little fucking Chevy Chase.
بسبب تقارب
Look at him, he's a little cheeky one, is he? Eh? Fella's so cheeky. He's got enough cheek for another arse, man. He knows what he's doing with that sign. He just wants us to slap that smile off his Chevy Chase.
تقاطت بين أمريكا وإيرلندا يتواجد العديد من الآلات.
See that video, by the way, of the fella fucking coming up to the screen being like, you can have your snap.
الأمريكيين ضد الأصول الأيرلندية غير مؤيد مو معارض. هذا
This is again the New York side. See how calm New Yorkers are, you know? We should learn from these people, right? Like, the stereotype is that New Yorkers are always loud, obnoxious, well, like all Americans are, to be honest. Right? And especially on subways, right? Italian. What's with all the fucking Parmesan and mozzarella sticks? Tony, what the fuck is this? I thought you owned the 5-star restaurant. Yeah, just shows where it is.
This meatball, yeah. I just took a can of snap base, cooked in a pan, shite.
Bolly McDonough being a legend again. This is crazy, lads. Bolly McDonough. See, the thing is, it's not even fucking double-sided. Like, what's the point of having a portal if it's not even double-sided and there's no, like, speakers around to hear the sound? Like, you could be talking to people from New York, right? This isn't even, like, a proper webcam. You know, this isn't even like Skype. You can't even talk to people. You can't see them from both sides. You can only see them on the screen. It's very limiting, you know what I mean? Yeah, no point of showing Americans Irish signs. They won't be able to read it, no matter how much they go to fucking Sunday church and wear a rosary. Hello from New York. Of course it's in green. Racist bastard.
Dublin and New York City.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You know what? I should find someone from New York, you know. I'll go to Dublin tomorrow, right? If anyone's watching this that's from New York, come up to this show, right? We can chat, we can write each other signs like Annie Tato or whatever. But if you write top of the morning to him, man, we're not friends.
To whoever decided to put that live portal in Dublin, you're such an idiot. Like, why is that so embarrassing for, like, all the people in New York to see all that? These videos are, like, making me scream inside.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Ireland is like a little safe haven, you know? Ireland is like our little Portal Domin, you know? It's like our little Stonehenge. See, everyone loves Ireland, right? And we actually try to play up to the stereotypes that Americans have about us. But in reality, Ireland, and especially Dublin, you know, people think it's our little Portal Domin. No. It's our little portal fucking Tiananmen Square massacre, because we don't like talking about it. We're almost just as embarrassed, if not more, for the types of people running around Dublin, right? And to have them broadcasted onto the capital of the world like that is the greatest level of second-hand embarrassment one could experience in their life.
I just had to watch someone like literally pull down their
So yeah, I get
pants
what she's saying.
in front of the thing. I just had to watch someone try to go through the live portal, and like all the New Yorkers are literally gonna be like, because obviously clearly that woman was off her kite. There's probably so much.
Hi, my name is James Metham. I'm the president of the Flatiron Nomad Partnership. And behind me is a new project that we have, an art and tech sculpture called Portal that is going to live stream connect this.
Slowly but surely, it feels as if our leaders are introducing us all to things that have existed for quite literally centuries. I mean, come on, people. A New York portal? Does this not feel like a mockery to anybody else? Is anybody aware that actual portals exist in the first place? Yes,
Oh my god, he's one of these people.
portals are very real, just not an aspect of which we all believe them to be. Humanity just assumes that they're so superior, but in actuality, there are numerous interdimensional entities that travel through those portals on the daily. But still, people don't question the fact that it took over 100 years for our own government to admit that, in quotations, extraterrestrials are all of a sudden real. When in actuality, our interpretation of what extraterrestrials even are is completely wrong in the first place. But the only reason that we can't see these interdimensional entities, right, is because they do not allow us to observe them in the first place. Because majority of us have such a dual-minded consciousness to begin with. Our minds are not open to that aspect of reality actually existing. The Jinn, the Fae, UFOs, cryptids, all entities that
This is so American, I can't even fathom what he's saying.
Okay, let's talk about...
To talk about spirituality is such an American thing. You don't even understand how unpopular this type of shit in Europe is. But
this portal thing, I think it's a great idea. But are we forgetting what Talbot Street is really like? Like, I actually fear for the Americans who have to listen to, and he got a scar, and he scar bang, and he has... Do you know what I mean? God. Okay, let's talk about this portal thing. I think it's a great idea. But are we forgetting what Talbot Street is really like? Like, I actually fear for the Americans who have to listen to, and he got a scar, and he scar bang, and he has... Do you know what I mean? God. Okay, let's talk about this portal thing. I think it's a great idea, but...
Yeah, like all the people saying
Hace una hora inauguraron este portal en tiempo real que conecta Dublín, que es donde estamos, con Nueva
The amount of fuckers that are here. Oh, so that was real. Ah, well, it was definitely like corrugated by the government. What am I saying?
Роздьори, дібрівські ліси, гайчурські хлопці чистої роси, свиснеш із дуба, чуть на 3 віки, скрізь мої краяни, махновці, козаки. Розлита воля, гірше із отрут,